Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well out there. My voice is a little raw tonight. I've been sick for the past week or so. I'm just getting over something. Actually, I didn't have a voice the other day. So anyway, we're going to try to get through this. I'm not going to talk much during the shave, but let's go through what we're going to use tonight. Tonight, we're doing a review for Pearl, India. They so graciously sent me the Flexi Open Comb Razor. Now, this comes in this nice box here. So the packaging is exactly the same as the Flexi, right? This is just the open comb. You open it up. It comes with 5 tucks of blades. It's got a nice stand. Got a nice heavy stand with a silicone bottom that'll sit on the counter here. You got 5 tucks of willy blades, and each tuck has 11 blades, so that's 55 blades. And if you're getting 5 shaves per blade, that's a lot of shaves. Now, I've got a little booklet that goes in here, goes in this little spot. You get a little booklet that comes with it. I've got that sitting here off to the side. It's got the specs in it. The height of the razor is 90 millimeters. Let me get this out of here, just so you can see it. Throw that stuff over there. This is a pretty razor. The handle on this is awesome. Okay, so let's get a look at the Flexi. Yeah, that's pretty cool. This is the open comb version, double open comb. Adjustable, fully adjustable razor. Okay, the razor is 90 millimeters high. It's a 2-piece razor. The weight is 140 grams. Damn. That's the weight of 2 Gillette Slims, just in case you're wondering, because I know they're 70 grams. The handle height is 83 millimeters. The head is the double open comb. The blade gap goes from 0.25 millimeters to 1.00 millimeters. There you go. And that is the Flexi open comb. Now, about a year ago, I did a review of the Flexi. And if you remember correctly, if you saw it, matter of fact, I'll put a link down below in case you want to go back and watch it. I said that the Flexi was a pretty rough ride, very aggressive razor, and I still stand by that. It's got a lot of teeth to it. I shave with it better than I did back then. I have more technique and more control over my lather than I did before, but it's an aggressive razor, and it's not one that I would recommend for beginners. But if you like an aggressive shave, I think you'd like it. Anyway, tonight we're going to be using the Pearl Flexi. Tonight's soap, Pearl also sent me their Sunrise Bliss. Unfortunately, their webpage does not say what the scents are in this. Not on the back here either. So it's a complete mystery. I don't know, I kind of get a little bit of a fruit scent. Maybe pineapple or something. But it's not that sweet. It's rather plain smelling. Plain sounds pretty rude. I don't mean it like that. There's not one scent that really jumps out at you. And it's not a very strong scent. So anyway, this will be my first time using it. So yeah, good luck. Also tonight, we will be using the Pearl little stocky brush here. I will put the number of the brush here. I think it's SBB something. I can't remember, so I apologize for not remembering that. Anyway, so we'll be using this tonight. I've already dunked it in some water. Just let the water run out of it, and put a little bit of water on top here, like that. Okay, and we shall load the brush. I'm wondering about this soap. Very curious about it. The one thing about this soap, like I said, I haven't used it yet, but I've inspected it quite a few times. The one thing I don't like is this aluminum can that doesn't have a screw lid on it. The lid just slides down on top of it. I think that's going to be enough for now. If it's not, we can always go back to the tub. I don't like that the lid just slides on, because it's very loose and it slides right off. So I'm thinking of transferring it to another container. So Yaqi, that's one thing you could probably do, is put that in a container that seals shut. It is 125 grams. That's quite a bit of soap. It's more than 4 ounces. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we get with this. Yeah, like I said, I kind of smell some kind of a fruit. Not sure what it is. Could be pineapple. It's a good smell. And it's not overpowering. See how this goes. Could still be a little dry. We'll see. If it hurts, we'll know it's dry. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Where am I going to start? I'm on 3, right? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, this has a lot less bite than the Flexi on 3. There is quite a bit of blade feel. I can feel it. But it doesn't feel as aggressive. The one part about that is, though, that could have been, it was a year ago where I was just 3 or 4 months into wet shaving with a DE razor. It could have been my technique. Yeah, it's got some teeth to it. The soap is a little dry here on the neck, so it's tugging a little bit. The Willys blade, I believe it's the first time I've used a Willys, maybe second. Not bad. Yeah, we could use some more wah-wah, I believe. That was a good first pass. Okay, now for our second pass, I'm going to kick this down to 2. And since this is an open adjustable, you can stop it anywhere, 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 1 3/4, whatever. Very smooth, very smooth. Two's very comfortable there. I think I did better on my lather this second pass. Feels a little slicker this way. And let's go back for the third pass. Well, one thing about this soap, we got 3 passes. There's plenty of soap in here left. We got 3 passes out of that little load that I did. I didn't overload it. You know what I mean? So, okay, pass number 3. I left this on 2, and I meant to take it down to 1, but you know what? That was very smooth. So I'm going to leave it there. Here's going to be the test right here, because pretty smooth. All right, let's check. Clear. A little bit right here. A little bit right here. Okay. A little bit right here, which I usually have. So let's do this. We will do a cleanup pass on 1. Kick that down to 1 and let me lather up again. Okay, the cleanup on 1. Boy, there's nothing there. Also, when I'm doing this cleanup pass, I've got my razor turned up quite a bit more than your regular 30 degrees. It's like I have the razor blade pointed at the hairs. All right, let's check it again. Slick, slick, slick. A little bit right here, but that's okay. We'll live with that. All right, guys. Allow me to rinse off, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Guys, that was a pretty good shave. That's very nice. Nice and smooth. I have BBS. I have one little weeper right there. One little tiny one. And that's it. So, tonight we were looking at the Pearl Flexi Open Comb with a Willys blade on 3, 2, 1 on the passes going down. On 3, obviously, there were some teeth there. But as you can see, my soap wasn't exactly, my lather wasn't exactly super wet. So I think that was probably the reason why it had a little bit of a bite to it. The second and third pass, when I had a little bit more moisture in my lather, it was pretty smooth. So, but I still think this is not for beginners. This is for the experienced wet shaver, at least mid-level wet shaver, because, you know, it's just not for beginners. Unless you keep it on 1. The Willys blade was not bad. I will give it one more shave to see what it does on a second shave on the blade. And yeah, I've got 55 of them, so I'll use, well, actually I have 110 because I've got another box, right, with the same thing. So yeah, I will use the Willys blades from time to time. We also used the Pearl SBB something. I'll put it up here again. Synthetic brush. Like I said, it's about the size of a Trafalgar T3 from Simpson. It's got a little more girth to it, but the backbone is rather similar. Although the loft on this is a little bit higher than the Simpson. But yeah, this would probably be a good travel size brush. So yeah, decent brush. Probably good for the price point. We'll put the price up here on the screen too. I know they're not very expensive. So yeah, you can't go wrong that way. Yeah, made by Pearl. And our Sunrise Bliss shave soap. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was slick. Once I got the moisture correct. It was slick. The smell's not bad. Will I use this? Here we go. Will I use this? Yes, I'll use it. Will I replace it when it's gone? Probably not, because I have so many other soaps. This is not one that I would reach for over and over again compared to some of the other artisan soaps that I have in my collection. But it's not bad, and I will use it. I'll use it until it's gone. Don't know how long that'll take because, well, you guys know how long it is, how it is with soap. Anyway, guys, that is it for tonight. Thank you for joining me. You can check everything out at Pearl India. Link will be down in the description. If you're new to the channel, if you liked what you saw, hit the like button. If you don't. If you haven't subscribed and you like to hang around and see more, hit the subscribe button, and we will see you next time. So, guys, I guess we will call that a shave. Y'all stay smooth. Guys, we're back real quick just for a second. Something I was thinking about when I said I wouldn't replace that soap. You have to remember, scents are subjective. So what I like, you may not like. And what I love, you may hate. So, you may love that soap and you might want to buy a 55-gallon drum of it. So don't take my word on that. Listen, go around and watch a bunch of reviews from other people. And if there's somebody that you've trusted for a long time and you've agreed with a lot of what they said, you can probably go with what they say about it. For me, it's all right. It's not bad. It's not a bad scent, but it's just probably not something that I would reach for over and over again. But I will use this. I'll definitely use it. All right, guys, that is it. And the shave is over. See ya.